Most Christians today support the Zionist state of Israel and pray to God for its defense. Historically, however, many rabbis have strongly opposed Zionism and the State of Israel on biblical grounds. While Christians fully support Israel, rabbis, having much less light, have correctly labeled Zionism and the State of Israel for what they are: creations of the devil. Let's now hear the testimonies of some rabbis who boldly spoke out against Zionism. The greatest rabbis should gather immediately and excommunicate the Zionists. The greatest rabbis of the generation, who possess divine inspiration, have said that Zionism is a sin and an utter mistake. The evil group, the conspiracy of the wicked, known as the Zionists, deny the coming of the Messiah. He said before his passing that the reason of the rabbis who went over to Satan's side, the Zionists, was the reason why he was leaving the world, for this upset him to his very core. Woe to us, for our holy Torah is in unimaginable decline, especially now that the hated movement, called Zionism, has spread, to our sorrow. Jerusalem greeted Herzl, the founder of Zionism, appropriately, and, excommunicated, and ostracized, he was compelled to sit alone during his entire stay in Jerusalem. People have not hearkened to the voice of the rabbis, who warned not to succumb to Satan's counsel, Zionism. Be careful not to get caught in this net of Zionism, which is hidden to entrap the true faith we have received from Sinai. Do not go on their way, keep your feet away from their path, for those who join them descend to the depths of hell. Satan is constantly changing his disguise and sending his agents to entrap the Jewish masses in his net. The names of these agents change every few generations. Today, they are called Zionists. I am in correspondence with the greatest rabbis of this generation, and all of them have decided that Zionism is the work of Satan, with all his seductions and incitements. Zionists, there's nothing to talk about. They are Satan himself. These rabbis were entirely correct. Israel could not have been gained by military and political forces, as we've seen exercised by the Zionists. Israel was first to be gained spiritually, and it couldn't and wouldn't be gained nationally, until the Jews believed on him who they pierced. Zechariah 12 verse 10. And I will pour upon the house of David, and upon the inhabitants of Jerusalem, the spirit of grace, and of supplications, and they shall look upon me whom they have pierced. And they shall mourn for him, as one mourneth for his only son, and shall be in bitterness for him, as one that is in bitterness for his firstborn. Zechariah 12 verse 10. National Israel doesn't exist, and can't exist, until the Jewish remnant believes in their Messiah, Jesus Christ. Once the Jewish remnant believes in Jesus Christ, he will regather their nation. Since God's word, in Zechariah 13 verse 8, states that 2/3 of the Zionist Jews in the state of Israel will be killed, it's too bad these Jews didn't listen to these rabbis. Unfortunately, today, these anti-Zionist Torah rabbis have been largely replaced by pro-Zionist Talmudic rabbis. Unlike Benjamin Netanyahu, who has referred to Christian Zionists as scum. Christian Zionists, unlike the many rabbis quoted, have failed to properly discern God's word.